Welcome to the Lion's Den Podcast Network, powered by Stark Roofing. With over 45 years of experience in the roofing and exteriors industry, Stark Roofing is a local, family-owned and operated company that provides excellent customer service and workmanship. Let's Start Roofing. Bring your home back to life. You can give them a call at 636-671-0045 and tell them Spanky sent you. Stark Roofing, proud title sponsor of the Lion's Den Podcast Network and this amazing podcast presentation.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Welcome everyone to the Back to the Past podcast. We are going all the way back to December the 16th, 1994, just months after my high school graduation.
Wow.
To discuss Dumb and Dumber. So first off, I'd like to thank Stark Roofing and M&J Creations for being our title and studio sponsors, as well as Mike Jones of the Lion's Den Podcast Network. We do have t-shirts, which are actually some really nice shirts. Links to that and all of our sponsors, along with Stark Roofing and M&J Creations, Granite Pros LLC, and Terry Ann Photography. Links are in the show notes, as well as our email address, contact@backtothe.past.com, and some of our socials. So, my name is Kevin, and I am joined on this episode by
Justin
and
Brad.
fresh from his trip to Japan.
Yeah, I think I might need to get another shirt because I think I had too many noodles.
Too many carbs. But as mentioned, Dumb and Dumber, starring Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, play dumb friends. We'll just say a dumb and a dumber friend that after a woman leaves a briefcase at the airport terminal, a dumb limo driver and his dumber friend set out on a hilarious cross-country road trip to Aspen to return it. I may have said Jim Daniels. It's supposed to be Jeff Daniels if I got that wrong. I don't know.
You know, I wasn't paying attention.
So maybe I'm one of the dumb and dumber and dumberest.
Oh, this podcast can be great.
Starting off on the right foot.
Well, this is very fitting.
Yes. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 47 minutes. Nice little budget of $17 million. And on opening weekend, brought in $16.3 million, on the way to $127 million in the United States and $247 million worldwide.
Dang.
It's pretty good. And pretty much make it back on your opening weekend.
That's pretty damn good. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 69% critic and an 84% audience. Metacritic, 41 critic and 7.8 audience. Not shabby.
I'm a little surprised the critic is that high.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, usually they don't give too high a scores to comedies.
Or dumb comedies.
Very dumb comedies. Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4 stars, and his favorite moment was the scene with Billy the Blind Boy and the bird, causing him to embarrassingly laugh out loud in the theater while watching it.
Oh my god, I didn't think that
Of
would be
all the
his
things.
favorite moment. Well, I mean, it's great.
Right.
In all of the wrong ways, and I think... Could they make this today? I don't know. Maybe if you have the right people involved and you have the right tone. But I think it's stupid fun.
They tried reinventing the wheel, 11 years ago in 2014 with Dumber and Dumber 2? T-O, not number 2.
I hate to say it, I still haven't seen it.
I want to say I've only seen it once and don't remember much about it.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah.
It wasn't high on my to watch list, and I guess I just never I forget it even exists.
Right. Even though it does have Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey reprising their roles.
I mean, it was like one of those sequels that people did want for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Just never happened.
And then it kind of turned into a legacy sequel, and
Right.
I guess everyone's like, yeah.
20 years after the fact.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Get some help.
Just struck while the iron was hot.
Yeah. Directed by Peter and Bobby Farrelly, best known as the Farrelly brothers, Bobby was uncredited as a director, and written by Peter and Bobby Farrelly, along with Bennett Yellen. Jim Carrey is Lloyd Christmas.
What a great character name.
Mm-hmm. Jeff Daniels is Harry Dunne. Lauren Holly is Mary Swanson. Brad Lockerman, Bobby Swanson, Mary's husband, who's been kidnapped and was really only in it briefly. Mike Starr, one of those guys.
I would say you see him and you've seen him in 100 things.
Mm-hmm. Is played by Joe Mentalino. Karen Duffy from MTV, I believe, right? Wasn't she like a VJ? She's J.P. Shea, Joe's assistant, I guess you would say, which Joe Mentalino goes by Mental. That's kind of his nickname in the film.
And she disappears for huge chunks of the movie, too.
Right. She's only in like a handful of scenes.
Which I always forget. Like, she just kind of disappears for a while.
Mm-hmm. We have Charles Rocket as Nicholas Andre. Victoria Rowell is FBI agent Beth Jordan, who also just has a couple scenes.
Oh, speaking of Charles Rocket, he's most fondly remembered as the first SNL cast member to drop an F-bomb.
Oh, okay.
In the 1980 season, the one that nobody likes to remember. Yes, he that also led to, like, hey, you should, like, leave the show. Of course, most of the cast were forced out because it was a terrible season.
But in the 80s, that still gets you a PG rating. Right? Like Beetlejuice?
Not on TV.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
George Carlin would. One of the 7 dirty words, or whatever dirty words you don't say on TV.
Also, Charles Rocket, tragic ending.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, do go on. Oh.
To himself.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
For our listeners, that was a slice across the neck.
Yeah. To himself.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's not even Halloween. Ugh.
Nope.
Nope. Joe Baker is Bernard. Hank Brandt is Carl Swanson. I guess that would be Mary's father-in-law. And then we have Terry Garr. You know, we talked about her on Young Frankenstein recently. Is Helen Swanson. And Brady Blum is Billy, the blind boy.
God.
Who actually I didn't realize went on to voice Christopher Robin in videos and video games from 1997 to 2005, and even reprised his role as Billy in Dumb and Dumber 2 in 2014.
That's amazing.
It was a nice surprise.
Pretty bird. Cam Neely plays Seabass. Interesting character for the few scenes that he's in.
Oh, yes. And just when you think the movie's done with him, it's not.
What a character arc.
Yes. Yes. For the few scenes he's in, he's very memorable.
Yeah. So Cam was actually an NHL hockey player for the Vancouver Canucks and Boston Bruins, and coincidentally played against NHL players also named Jim Carrey, but had one R, who was a goalie that played 5 seasons in the NHL before retiring in the 98-99 season after only 4 games with the St. Louis Blues due to an inner ear injury suffered during a minor league stint that same year. He actually won the Vezina Trophy in the 95-96 season as best goalie while with the Washington Capitals. I very, very vaguely remember his time with the Blues. It's like I remember he came to the Blues, but I thought it was there a little bit longer than 4 games.
No, I have no memory of him at all.
Yeah.
Even with a name like Jim Carrey?
You would think. You would think.
And then the hockey player Jeff Daniels was a forward who played 12 years in the NHL, scoring 17 goals with 26 assists in his career that spanned 425 games.
When you see Seabass, you don't immediately think hockey player.
No.
Like, that does not... In fact, I don't even think sports star.
Right. Because he doesn't really look like an athlete, but then again, most hockey players don't. Because you don't really see physique when it comes to hockey players. They're all padded up and everything for the ice.
Like, they're strong dudes, clearly.
Right.
And usually tall dudes. And
obviously, their legs have
and
to
this
be very
dude's a
strong.
tall dude. But he just doesn't look athletic. I don't know. When I found out, like, oh, he's actually a hockey player, like, I mean, that blew my mind.
And I remember the name. I mean, I think he was a pretty good hockey player, too.
Yeah, when I heard the name, I'm like, I know that name. Like, I know I've seen a game with him. But if I see him dressed up in his hockey gear and then see him in the movie, I would swear they're two different people.
Yes. Now, you think a role like Seabass would be played by somebody like Bob Probert, one of those quote-unquote legendary enforcers, or a Tony Twist type, somebody that fought and racked up a lot of penalty minutes for fighting. But no, Cam Neely. Harland Williams is the state trooper that gets a sip of quote-unquote beer.
One of his early roles.
Yeah, I think it was one of his first film roles.
And just think, a few years later, he starred in Rocket Man.
Huh.
What another oft-quoted movie of mine. I haven't seen it in probably 25 years, but I still quote a lot of it.
And then we have Lynn Shay. Maybe that's how you pronounce it.
Yep. Who's also been in a million movies.
As Miss Newborn?
Noogieborn.
Okay. Noogieborn.
Yeah. Lynn Shay, who was in a whole bunch of the New Line movies in the 80s.
Okay.
90s. Another one of those, you see her and it's like, oh, yeah. She's in everything.
Except Ninja Turtles. It's New Line Cinema. It's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah?
I can't think of it.
Justin's going to his mind palace.
I can't think of her in
Spin,
them,
hamsters, spin.
but it would be surprising if she wasn't.
I know, yeah.
Because she's like so many movies she was in. She was only in like a scene or two.
Very brief.
Yeah, very brief. But anytime you see her, it's like
Everyone knows that there's only 2 live-action Ninja Turtles movies, and anything after that is just fan fiction.
imitation fan fiction.
Yes.
So I think the film had a pretty nice cast overall for what
it was another one of those movies that had me like, oh wait, I know this guy. Oh yeah, they were in this and this, and I kind of love revisiting older movies like this now. Well, I mean, at the time it wasn't old, but now it is, right? Because you have that different perspective of their whole ass career 30 years later, so it's kind of fun.
And like some people, you don't know who they are then, but now like they may be a big star. But
yeah,
that is something I've noticed too. Where you watch something now and it's
like, wait,
I know who all of these people are.
How did they get this cast? Oh wait, this cast was nothing when they had this
that's
movie.
right. Nobody knew who they were then.
Right.
Okay.
That's how they're able to have a $17 million budget, which I think $7 million of it went to Jim Carrey.
That sounds right. Yeah.
A good chunk of it went to some cars too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
At least one.
Yeah.
So talking about some of the other casting choices for this film, we have people considered to play Lloyd, Corey Feldman.
I don't see it.
I don't either. But thankfully, New Line Cinema CEO Robert Shea felt that the Coreys, quote unquote, were no longer bankable. Because Corey Haim was considered for the role as Harry.
I can see why one would think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Have the Coreys star in a buddy
Buddy
road
comedy,
trip movie.
yeah.
But
Don't see how it worked.
I think it's also one of those cases where this works so well that I just can't see any changes to it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the two main characters.
Right.
I mean, it's not every, opening weekend you almost make back your whole money.
No.
Right. Harland Williams, who we mentioned earlier, who played the state trooper, auditioned for the role of Lloyd. And Steve Martin allegedly had zero interest in the role and was Peter Farrelly's first choice, I believe. I can't see Steve Martin.
It just doesn't quite fit.
Right.
The heart's in the right place, but I don't think that works.
It's like, even for me, after Planes, Trains, and Automobiles doing a buddy comedy film where Martin was the straight guy, I can't see him in this role, especially as Lloyd.
Oh, no.
Right.
Because I want to say maybe it's the year before Three Amigos came out.
Probably with Chevy Chase and Martin Short.
Yeah, and Steve Martin was kind of the straight man in that. Kind of, but
If there is a straight man in Three Amigos.
if there is, he might be the closest, but it's like this style of humor just does not sync up with the Steve Martin
there's
style.
one person, actually, he's on the other list, and that was what I was going to suggest, but we'll continue, and I'll make that comment later.
Yeah. So others for the role of Lloyd were considered to be Martin Short,
Speaking of Three Amigos.
Gary Oldman. I really don't see that at all.
No.
Ben Stiller, who would have been fairly young at this point.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Eddie Murphy,
Maybe.
Mike Myers.
Well, yeah, maybe. I mean,
Possibly.
after Wayne's World and being goofy there, it kind of works, so...
And Adam Sandler.
Back then, yeah. But again, it's...
Because, the next year was Billy Madison.
Right.
And that's not too far off of humor-wise.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe.
And it's hard to say, right? Because is it lightning in a bottle, or was it just right place, right time, or a combination of things? It's so hard to say.
So people that were up for the role of Harry: Nicolas Cage. Jim Carrey wanted Cage, but Cage was busy with Leaving Las Vegas.
That's right, yeah.
With Kurt Russell, I believe.
You know what? I take that back. I think Nicolas Cage could have done this if it was quite a few years later, because after Mandy, I don't know, he could do all kinds of goofy things.
Oh, he definitely has quite the knack to do some interesting things.
And we have Rob Lowe. Yeah, I don't think so. Chris Elliott, possibly.
I see where they're thinking with that.
And Chris Farley.
That's the one. That is him and Jim Carrey. I can only imagine in the same movie.
Yeah, both of them with their improvisation.
That just seems like it's either it's so good that you will never be able to replicate it, or they're a little too different and dissimilar in certain ways that it doesn't quite mesh how you would hope that it would.
Or maybe they were too similar with styles.
Right.
That'd be my fear. Both of them are kind of like the A.
Yeah. So
would they kind of cancel each other out?
Right.
1A, 1B, and...
Yeah.
Hard to say.
I don't know.
But that was my first, like, oh, what about Chris Farley? Mm-hmm. He's definitely this kind of humor.
I could have definitely seen him do a great job with the bathroom scene.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
And the ski lift. I could see those.
There are
scenes.
definitely some scenes that I could definitely picture him doing something quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him at the beginning with the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Wearing the dog outfit.
Yep.
I kind of want to just see him wearing the dog outfit.
Right. So the other person that was considered for Seabass was also another well-known sports personality back then, Roger Clemens.
Never heard of him. I'm just kidding.
Who was unable to take the role due to filming during baseball season. You know, it's tough to get away from a team that's playing 162 games.
A little bit.
Then again, this is in '94, which is the year of the strike, and
he had nothing but time. But the film,
the filming was probably earlier when the season was going, and so. But he did end up being in the Farrelly Brothers Kingpin movie 2 years later, '96, as Skidmark.
Boy, that's one I haven't seen in a long time.
Right, I know.
I remember I used to laugh pretty hard at that one.
Yeah, it's Woody Harrelson and
Bill Murray.
Is it Randy Quaid in that too? I thought he was kind of like wore the Amish hat and stuff.
Oh, that sounds...
Eddie?
Yeah.
Also up for the role of Mary Swanson was Halle Berry, who I think also was up for the role of Agent Beth Jordan, and she turned them both down.
Oh.
Yeah.
I probably could see her in either. I don't know that, again, it would have taken away or given more for either role. Mm-hmm.
And Woody Harrelson stated that he was almost in the film because him and Peter Farrelly were roommates when starting their careers. Harrelson was hesitant on being in the movie, so Farrelly suggested a game of pool to decide. Harrelson won and therefore was not in the movie because he didn't want to be in the movie.
Huh.
I mean, this is
It's
still
like flipping a coin.
This is still during Cheers' run, isn't it?
Cheers ended in '93.
Okay, so it would be right after
Right at the
Cheers.
tail end.
Yeah.
Well, and I know also Woody Harrelson was trying to break out of comedy roles because he was so associated with that character from Cheers.
Yeah.
Woody.
Yeah. So that's why he did like Natural Born Killers and a little more edgier stuff.
True Detective makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like now he's kind of just gone back to funny guy.
Well, I think, like, look, when you're starting off in your career, right, you don't want to get pigeonholed, but then you get to branch out and do these things to then realize that you actually liked the first thing to begin with. So, I don't know.
Well, also, like, you can have the freedom of, like, I can do anything and...
Oh, yeah,
not get
there's
stuck.
that too. Yeah.
Because, like, he proved he could do the comedy, but he didn't want to only do that. So, okay, let's do the drama and let's do the dark stuff. Okay, I proved I can still do that and have a career. Okay, now I can do anything. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to have fun doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Good for you.
Yeah, that's what I think everybody wishes they could do.
Yeah.
You know, one name that I think stood out to me that isn't listed on this list, but who I could have seen in one of these two roles would have been Michael Richards, Kramer from Seinfeld.
Oh.
I think he possibly could have done a good either Lloyd or Harry.
Mm-hmm.
What about
Barry.
our two wet bandits?
Joe Pesci.
Or
That's Chris Elliott, right?
I don't remember.
Daniel Stratton.
Daniel.
Okay.
Yes.
I could maybe see one of them.
I think Pesci might have been a little old for that at that point.
I could see Stern maybe doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, not to say that Pesci couldn't have pulled it off, because...
Well, and specifically Stern doing Lloyd. But
Yeah.
Stern is quite a physical actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, as evidenced by Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of where I was getting at. Yeah. And at our recording, I believe it was 33 years ago that Home Alone 2 came out. I believe is today.
Yeah.
Wow, sounds about right. Yeah, because Home Alone 1 was, 89 or 90?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And that one was like a few days ago, I want to say. Interesting.
I know, so many films in the year of 2025 have turned 30 or 40 years old. And so many classics. It's like, oh my gosh. You forget just how good a year 85 was for film.
It's really depressing when you hear that number and then you remember, wait, I saw that in the theater.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't see this in theater. I don't really know why. I mean, I was 18.
I know why I didn't.
Yeah, because you were 6.
Yeah.
I did get to see it in the theater.
And?
Well, I was kind of a big Jim Carrey fan as a kid.
Same.
So, like, anytime Jim Carrey movie came out, my mom was like, oh, I guess you want to see the Jim... Yes, I do.
Right.
She didn't get it, but...
she didn't need to. Yeah, she didn't need to.
Starting with In Living Color, and then Ace Ventura, which we've talked about before, The Mask.
Yep.
Ace Ventura was my introduction, and then past that, I was just like you. Anything he was in, I was like, I want to see that. He's funny.
Yeah.
I really do think it falls back to that physical comedy.
Physical and...
almost cartoonish.
I don't say non sequitur, but like you can't quite explain why it's funny.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's like Home Alone, right? Like, it's almost cartoonish.
It's weird.
You can't explain why it's funny, but the noises they make, the over-the-top trying to get out of the situation, but then making it worse, I don't know. As a kid...
just suspend reality.
It's like the Monty Python style.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't explain why this is funny.
Or Three Stooges.
Yeah. A little slapsticky, a little bizarre, a little...
Personally,
over the top.
love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just works. It's for entertainment. You're turning your brain off. You're going to just laugh and be humored.
And in this case, I've always been a big fan of two people who are two or more people who are really stupid, but they don't quite realize how stupid they are.
Mm-hmm.
But at some moments, they do have moments where they are actually smart.
Yes.
And like little flashes, and it kind of goes back and forth, which is why I love Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Because like they are all very stupid, but they have their moments where one of them is the smart one.
And it's never who you expect.
And it's never who you expect, and it always changes. Like this movie has it perfectly, where it's like each one kind of has like moments where like, oh, that's smart. Why weren't you smart like that the rest of the movie? You have 2 pairs of gloves? Yeah, we're in the Rockies. Like, why weren't you that smart, like, with all these other things?
Right.
Like,
You mean you had 2 pairs of gloves this whole time? Well, yeah, we're in the Rockies. It's Harry's back there freezing.
yeah. With no, I'm going to kill you, Lloyd.
Yep.
Well, and when they go to set off on their trip, didn't one of them like, oh, we're going to California? I thought that one of them...
It was. Yeah,
okay,
it was
and I'm like, no?
Oh, it was, California, beautiful.
Right, when he hears Aspen.
Yeah. Of course, it's also mentioned about, what about Aspen? I don't know, the French.
All right, we're going to take a quick little break, and we will be right back after these messages from our wonderful sponsors.
When you think of the Pasta House Company in High Ridge, do you think of their famous Pasta House salad? Maybe you think of their golden toasted rab, or maybe you think about getting together with your entire family to just enjoy an affordable lunch or dinner. Well, we don't think, we know. The Pasta House Company in High Ridge has been doing it since 1983, and we know you can dine in or carry out. Just call 636-677-2711. You can also order online at pastahouse.com, or you can just walk in and have a delicious taste of Italy with the comfort of being right at home. Don't forget to mention Spanky sent you for $5 off your bill. Now imagine the possibilities when you stop by the Pasta House Company in High Ridge. Granite Pros Custom Countertops and More will take care of all your countertop needs inside and out. They specialize in granite, quartz, and quartzite. Kitchens, bathrooms, outdoor grills, interior design applications. They are tops in granite inside or out. Give them a call. 636-275-2840. Find out about the home improvement you've been dreaming of and how it can become a reality. That's with Granite Pros, Custom Countertops and More. Find them on Facebook at Granite Pros LLC today. Are you ready for some candid photos? Are you ready for some joyful photos? Are you ready for some vibrant photos? Well, Terry Ann Photography is what you want then. Custom photography specializing in maternity, newborns, families, and high school seniors. You can't be you without being you. Fun, entertaining photo sessions on location with Terry Ann Photography. Call now and book your session today. 314-608-2137. Or you can email at terryannphotography.com. Also, don't forget to check out some of her awesome work on Facebook, Terry Ann Photography.
All right, we are back, and let's move into some of the fun facts and trivia, which a lot of these really caught my eye, thinking, wow, I had no idea. Kind of makes you want to dive in more to different films and stuff.
I also feel like sometimes, like the trivia about said thing, everybody knows it. But then you get to a movie like this that hasn't been looked at too often, and I would say this trivia is maybe less known. Just observation. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, I was surprised that this film actually started as a concept by John Hughes.
Yeah, that kind of blew me away.
I was like, what?
I can totally see it, though.
Yes.
But kind of blew me away.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not set in Chicago, so that throws you off the trail.
Yeah. It not only is it not set in Chicago, there is no point of it even
no point
goes
of reference
near Chicago.
Yeah, it's not like they were heading out to Colorado and ended up going north in Illinois. They go up into Nebraska.
Like there's a mention of Pennsylvania, there's Iowa, there's Nebraska, Colorado, but Illinois is never even mentioned.
Or Missouri.
Yeah.
St. Louis, roll your windows up, boys.
Hughes wrote about 50 pages for this film, and then he hired the Farrellys and Yellen to come back to him after they'd worked out the plot. When they brought the plot back to Hughes, he loved it and said to go write the script. But unfortunately, by the time the script was finished, Hughes' studio deal had expired. So after a few years, they came back to Hughes to see if they could try something with the script, and Hughes said, yeah, sure, go ahead. But they could not use his name.
I bet if they had, it would have made probably twice as much.
Yeah, possibly just by... Because, I mean, obviously Hughes was established at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the Farrellys were very new. Because it's the feature film debut for the Farrelly brothers. And Cary reportedly decided on them to direct this, since his breakthrough role of Ace Ventura earlier the year was also directed by a first-time feature film director, in the hopes of replicating that success.
Well, it seemed to have worked.
It's definitely seemed to have worked.
If only Hollywood would think that way these days.
Now we just keep recycling the same names over and over and over again.
Yep.
Some people move from franchise to franchise, and you're like, okay. So Harry and Lloyd are reportedly named after the silent comedy star Harold Lloyd, who had 212 acting credits to his name from 1913 to 1947.
I do love me a good Harold Lloyd flick.
I don't recall ever seeing anything by him.
If there's one that I recommend above all of them, is Safety Last. That's the one where he's climbing up the building on the outside and ends up on the clock that's falling apart. And like it's the most famous sequence of that movie.
Yeah.
There's also...
I thought that was Buster Keaton.
I could see why.
Okay.
He was also in one called The Freshman, which is another good one where he's in college. Very famous early football sequence. If you want to see what football was like in the early 20s.
Where they just wore the leather helmet.
Oh, yep.
Jesus.
Yep. And the ball is more rounded.
And there's no passing. It's just all running plays.
There's a lot of running plays. Yeah. Yeah, those two are the ones that I recommend for beginning your Harold Lloyd adventure.
Okay.
Yeah. Him, Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, those are like the three greats of the silent comedy era. I would say Harold Lloyd's a little more forgotten than the other two.
Yeah, because you hear the other two names all the time.
Yep. But Harold Lloyd's look, you can't, with those circle big glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was really surprised, too, with how much discussion there was about Jeff Daniels not being wanted for the role of Harry Dunne.
That's the one thing I knew about for years.
I'm like, why?
Because I've seen him say that in interviews for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did not want him.
Because they reportedly only offered him $50,000. I'm like, damn, that's like a slap in the face. It's like to insult you so that we gave you an offer, but you turned it down.
It's like the qualifying offer in baseball.
Right.
We have to offer you something,
Yes.
but we know you're going to turn it down.
Yeah. Yeah, his agent actually insisted that he not take the role as it would, quote, be killing his career as a serious actor.
He wanted to try his hand at comedy.
Right. I mean, just like we talked about on Young Frankenstein, Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
He didn't care how much he was going to make. He just wanted to try it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Like, you want to try something different.
You want to expand your acting repertoire and challenge yourself. Well, also, a lot of people didn't want him to take the role because they said, you're going to be in a movie with Jim Carrey?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to run away with the movie and you're going to get forgotten. Like, that was another reason they didn't want him, because it's like this. We want somebody of equal stature and someone who's a known comedy. Well, foo on you.
Right, because I look back at this movie even after, if you're not watching it for me, I picture Jim Carrey as Lloyd, but the scenes that stand out to me more are Harry's.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Jeff Daniels' performance that stands out the most for me.
Mm-hmm. Also, part of that might also be the hair.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah, it does help. So none of the scenes between Carey and Daniels were filmed during the first week of production, other than one day, because the studio was fully prepared to replace him. It was only after reviews of the dailies and Carey's insistence that the studio let Daniels stay in the role. So Carey was reportedly offered only $700,000.
Only.
Right. But since Ace Ventura, Pet Detective opened at number one at the box office during the week that the offer was made, his agents played the game and were able to negotiate a higher salary of $7 million.
That's moving a couple zeros and stuff.
Yep.
Wow.
Which was almost half of the budget, as mentioned before. Because Carey was box office gold in '94, with Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, and The Mask all opening at number one.
Wow.
And he's the first actor ever to achieve that feat of having 3 movies opening at number one in the same calendar year. I don't know if that's happened since.
No joke.
Unless it had to be like a Marvel movie, with all the universe and stuff, or all they're releasing different films, and someone just maybe Samuel Jackson, because obviously he's in so many of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was also the first starring film role that Carey did not have to audition for.
That's like your ultimate goal in Hollywood. I want to take the role because I want to take the role. I don't have to win over somebody to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Or convince somebody to let me be in it.
Yeah. Peter Farrelly has stated that about 15% of the film was improvised. The scene when Lloyd asks Harry if he wants to hear the most annoying sound in the world was improvised.
Which you can tell by Jeff Daniels' face.
Yes.
Like it cuts right as he's starting to lose it.
The big gulpers in the scene where Carrie improvises. Big gulps, huh? They were not even extras. They just happened to be hanging out watching the filming, so Peter Farrelly put them in the scene. Just a couple of black guys.
I do
That's
like their
amazing.
reaction.
Yeah.
Because they do kind of like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Like,
Carrie also made up the "No way, that's great, we've landed on the moon" line while in the bar scene in Aspen. And apparently that "we landed on the moon" photo in the bar scene is still on the wall of the Stanley Hotel, where the hotel, bar, and Lamborghini scenes were filmed.
That's why it looks so familiar. I've been there.
Yeah. And of course, the Stanley Hotel is most famous for being the inspiration for The Shining by Stephen King. Which, I guess, while doing research for this, I didn't realize that... I mean, I knew Stephen King and his wife had stayed there. I didn't realize they'd stay there at the end of the season, and they were pretty much the only guests there. Mm-hmm. So they talked about, you know, staying in 217, and then where they're having dinner, you know, music's being piped in because, you know, the musicians are all gone, and all the other tables and chairs are put up. So it's like, wow, you just had the run of the hotel, just like Jack and what's her name?
Wendy.
Jack and Wendy and
Wendy.
Yeah. And apparently Jim Carrey stayed the night at the Stanley Hotel and specifically requested room 217. But after about 3 hours of sleeping, Carrey ran out of the room and requested a different room. And supposedly he has refused to say what had happened to this day.
Oh, I would do it.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I absolutely would stay in that room, and I would stay there all night.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's going to show itself, I want to be the one to be like, oh, look, I discovered it.
And I will not sleep any better or worse than I do any other night.
There you go.
Right. Every little noise, I'm still going to wake up.
That's right.
I'm going to wake up multiple times and go to the bathroom.
That's right. Gonna wake up and think about all those wonderful, happy thoughts.
Right. And as we mentioned on our Ace Ventura episode, Lauren Holly turned down a role in Ace Ventura, but co-starred with Carrey here in the same year. And Carrey and Holly did get married in real life following the movie, but it only lasted about a year.
I do remember when they were together. It was
they were
big news.
Big power couple or whatever for...
And then next thing you know, it was, they're in separate ways. Yeah.
And done.
And I guess Picket Fences was after this? Or was it before this?
I don't remember. It was not a show I got into, so...
I watched some of it back then, but I don't remember much. I only bring it up because she was in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeff Daniels jokes around that this famous toilet scene of his is his Oscar clip. You know, for a guy wanting to be a serious actor.
I love how there's so many bathrooms where they have like a framed picture of him straining on the toilet in the bathroom. That is perfect bathroom decor.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel says that he had a conversation with Clint Eastwood on a golf course about the film, and that Eastwood mentioned that the bathroom scene actually happened to him in real life once while on a date. So for Clint Eastwood to come out and admit that somewhat publicly, that's kind of impressive. Because usually that's not a topic people talk about.
Yeah.
At least not that other people end up knowing about. And this actually surprised me too. I didn't realize this, but it kind of makes sense knowing Jim Carrey and his physical comedy, that when you see Lloyd with a chipped tooth which I think you see like immediately
Yep.
Yeah.
when he pulls over in the limo to talk to
Stick his head out the window.
right,
Yep.
talk to the brunette on the corner.
Before credits, before music,
Yeah.
you see his chipped tooth.
Yep. That is actually Carrie's real chipped tooth, as he had the cap removed from his actual chipped tooth.
I remember hearing that back then.
Yeah.
Like there was some TV special thing about it, and he was talking about it, and he was, oh yeah, he says, I got this whenever, and he said, I thought it'd be really good for the role because it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird.
Right.
It's memorable.
It's very prominent front tooth.
Well, and I kept thinking, I'm like, is that real? You know, I'll look it up later, and I never do. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And no other thing he's been in have you seen that?
No.
It's this one movie.
Yep.
Like even his late 80s movies that
Earth Girls
Nobody
Are Easy
remembers.
and stuff like that.
yeah, Bitten and
Yeah.
things like that.
Oh
Like it-
gosh, Bitten. That's
Yeah.
going way back there.
Yeah, like you don't see the chipped tooth in any of those either.
No.
He's got it fixed in all of those. So that's
No, he was still getting his feet on the ground.
yeah.
As you mentioned about Harry's frizzy hair, Daniels had to only wash his hair without conditioner, nor could he blow dry it or comb it so he could get that nice frizz.
It's an epic frizz.
It is. It's all over the place.
It almost looks like a wig. It's so frizzy,
Yeah, it really does.
but it's so frizzy that there's no way that's a wig. Like that looks too real. Like, and then when they finally actually comb it, it looks weird.
Yeah, you're like, wow.
I like it frizzy.
Dustin Hoffman reportedly called Carrie to tell him that he felt it was the most genuine friendship that he had ever seen on film. The chemistry between Lloyd and Harry.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, yeah. I mean, when you think of Dustin Hoffman, to me, the only, you wouldn't call it buddy comedy, would be Rain Man. I mean, it's not really a comedy.
Depends on how
I
you
know.
watch it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many funny scenes in it, but I don't look at it as
Not a traditional comedy.
Right.
No.
more of a dramedy.
Yeah. 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 I can't think of.
Yeah. I mean, Hoffman's got the range,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
he hasn't really been in a lot of traditional comedies that I can think of.
No.
And I'm kind of glad that this didn't work out, with Mel Gibson being in the film as Mary's husband, Bobby, in an early draft, since he was one of Hollywood's big heartthrobs at the time. I just don't think it would have worked.
No.
I mean, something like...
Don't feel like it adds anything.
Yeah, I think Pierce Brosnan or something like that would have worked. Because I looked at him as more of a Hollywood heartthrob than I do Mel Gibson.
And this is just before Goldeneye too.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably could have gotten them.
Yeah.
I mean,
cheaper.
just for the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a kind of a similar role as in Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah.
I mean, he was...
And it would have been
there.
cheaper because he wasn't Bond yet.
Right.
So yeah, those two.
He was eye candy
Have 'em
in-
back to
in
back.
Doubtfire. So
Yeah.
eye candy here.
It's the run by fruiting.
Don't worry, sir. I'll get him. Oh.
Loser.
Brad, I know you like cars, but I like bikes. The mini bike used in this film is a Taco 22, which you can buy a Taco 22 frame kit directly from the Taco Mini Bikes website for $425.
I looked them up.
Dang.
If you would like to start building your own.
Can I make it electric?
Probably.
From looking at the site, I didn't see any electric conversions.
It's pretty
But
much
I'm
just a
sure
frame
you could
and
easily-
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, like they have like the frame kit, but then they have like a whole nother kit which has a whole bunch of the other assembly stuff, and then they have a whole nother section with parts. But when I was glancing through, I didn't see any electric.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I wasn't looking too close.
Yeah, I didn't see where they listed power options.
No.
Motor options.
You could make that sucker scream.
Yeah, you could.
I was sitting there looking at this like, this would be kind of fun to kind of tool around the neighborhood in. Everyone else has got golf carts.
Right, yeah. Screw your golf cart.
Screw your golf carts.
I don't need
I
a
want
golf
one of
cart.
these.
I'm not carrying people. I'm carrying me.
Well, and half the people I see going around on golf carts, it's either like a 60 or 70-year-old couple.
Or it's like teenagers.
Or it's like a 70-year-old dude and his golden retriever.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
You just get a sidecar for your...
Yeah. And since I don't have the golden retriever...
Well, I was going to say, you and Nimbus can troll through the...
Yeah.
Roll through the hill after you roll through over here in Dogtown.
It's a little tiny bike. It's like, I could easily fit that in the garage.
You could fit it in here.
I could
Yeah, you just park it right over there.
fit it pretty much anywhere. Those things are really small.
Yeah, it'd fit through the door with no problem.
Oh, yeah.
So even though the film is set in Aspen, Colorado, Aspen actually wanted too much money for film rights, so many of the scenes were shot over in nearby Breckenridge.
I am not shocked by that.
Not at all.
Yeah, 'cause obviously Aspen is known for the rich, snow bunnies, and money, and yeah.
Got that reputation.
So we'll get into some of the talk about Mental, the hitman. That after they pick up Mental along the road, because quote unquote his car broke down, because they've been following him since the apartment or whatever, when they realize that Lloyd's the one that stole the briefcase from the airport when Mary set it down.
Gas man.
Yes.
How did they know I got gas? So that's the other thing I like, is like the smart people give the dumb people too much credit.
Yes.
That's another trope that I love.
Oh yeah, they play that out so good. Oh, they're good.
Yeah, they're pros.
Yep.
And really, they're just like idiots returning a briefcase. Like, it's
Right.
they don't know what they're doing.
All right. To Miss Samsonite.
I'm sorry, Mr. Samsonite. We'll repay you every cent.
So after they pick Mental up, the song that Harry and Lloyd sing is the same one the Griswolds sing when leaving for Wally World in Vacation.
Mockingbird.
Okay.
Which is a very old song. Mm-hmm. Old. In fact, I remember I knew it only from this movie when I was a kid. And then just dumb luck happened to be listening to the oldie station one day, and they were played one of the old, like, 50s versions of that song. And I'm like, wait, that's an actual song?
We haven't done the first Vacation, have we?
I don't think so. I know we did Christmas Vacation.
We sure did.
Such a fun one. 'Tis the season.
Yeah.
The rat poison pills that Mental carries around, he eats them in the diner scene, thinking that they were his ulcer pills, are actually Smarties candy.
Oh.
Am I the only person that always looked at the little canister and thought it looked like a film can?
I also was
'Cause
thinking
even
that.
when I was a kid, I'm like, did he like take his film out and put rat poison in it?
All right.
I mean,
Pills are good. Pills are yum 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 yum.
I mean, you know, you get your little film thing back, and fucking cares what happens to it at that point. You got your pictures, so you have like 20 of them
stuff in
in a
it.
shoebox, and you put stuff in them.
Yeah.
So
Put change in it. Put
yeah,
little odds and ends.
I remember using one at a Cub Scout camp to put like first aid, put Band-Aids and
Oh.
things in.
Well, that's a good idea.
Keep them dry.
Yeah. Because those things, they're very good at keeping the moisture out.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're designed for. Keep your film safe.
I would put the little tiny, like, one-piece Lego brick in there. Yeah, until I got like a box, and I'm like, oh, I can put a whole bunch of these in here now. Yep. I don't need these little black canisters anymore.
Nope. And Mike Starr actually did something similar in the movie Funny Farm with Chevy Chase back in 1988, in which Mike played a moving company employee that pours what are supposed to be aspirin into his mouth to chew during the scene where a bridge collapses while trying to find the house.
Yeah, that is one I've never seen all the way through.
It's not bad.
I've seen pieces of it here, because it used to be on TV all the time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I've seen pieces, but I never actually sat down and watched it.
Yeah, Funny Farm's interesting. I mean, Chevy is a struggling
late 80s
writer.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah. Struggling writer trying to find his... So they...
Wait a second, I've seen this movie.
I've seen a few movies.
Right. And then... Lloyd, Jim Carrey, is wearing a bootleg watch branded Casino instead of Casio, which is very obvious in the bathroom scene with his buddy Seabass.
Honestly, I never noticed that until I watched it this time.
Yeah, same.
I saw that and I'm like, wait, was that? I had to back up and look.
Like, it is Casino.
It's a ripoff of a cheapo.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that made me laugh quite a bit.
Which is perfect for the character of Lloyd.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can't afford a Casio. I can afford a Casino.
Yes.
Casino watch.
I remember the first time I went to New York City, there was a guy trying to sell Romexes. And it's like, well, that's what you want to sell, like, the ripoff of is, the expensive thing.
Right. Not something that was only $10 to $15.
It's subtle details like that.
It sounds like an off-brand you would get at, like, Aldi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Five Below or...
Find it a swap meet.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Flea market.
Yeah. One of those that's in an abandoned drive-in theater.
Mm-hmm. Which is what so many of them became. Flea markets.
Yeah.
So both Karen Duffy and Jeff Daniels would go on to play characters with the same first name in different 1994 films, with Duffy playing a character named Shay Stanley in the film Blank Check, and Daniels playing Detective Harry Temple in Speed.
Well, I haven't thought of Blank Check in probably 30 years.
Right?
I do like me some Speed. The movie.
I'm glad you clarified.
For clarifying
yes.
that. Feeling better over there?
Boy, out of context, that's quite a sentence.
Mm-hmm. And both Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels would go on to play lawyers 3 years later in 1997, with Carrey starring in Liar Liar and Daniels in Trial and Error, a comedy that starred the before-mentioned Michael Richards.
God, Liar Liar is another one of those, like, there are quite a few quotes and scenes in there that I use almost on a regular day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just him drinking the water and doing, oh, come on! I use that at work all the time.
I'm probably my most often quoted line is in the bathroom.
I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?
Yep. There are, and usually it's something work related.
Yeah.
What's everyone working on? What's everyone up to? That line pops in my head.
I'm kicking my ass over here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So Dumb and Dumber takes place 8 years after the 2003 prequel called Dumb and Dumberer, When Harry Met Lloyd, which I guess was supposed to be a play on When Harry Met Sally.
Mm-hmm.
Which was also written by the Farrelly brothers and Bennett Yellen, that starred Eric Christian Olsen as Lloyd and Derek Richardson as Harry.
Okay, I thought I remembered. I was wondering if it was a Mandela effect, but I thought that there was a Dumb and Dumberer
Yes.
movie. Okay, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
Whew.
Which, if you look at the photos and stuff of Olsen as Lloyd and Richardson as Harry, Olsen does a good job of looking like a younger Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richardson as Harry, not as much.
Could be better. Could be worse.
But man, Eric Olsen really nails
Spot on.
the visual for sure. Mm-hmm. That film got a 10% critic and a 23% audience score, so definitely not received as well. Oof.
Yeah, I remember when that came out, everyone was like, we didn't really want a prequel, we wanted a sequel,
right.
but, more characters, and then it came out, and ew.
Tell you what, wait 11 years.
Yeah, how about we don't do this again?
Because then in November 2014 came out the sequel called Dumb and Dumber 2, again, T.O., which were directed by the Farrelly brothers, which brought back Carrie and Daniels to locate Harry's daughter due to him needing a kidney. But when Lloyd sees the picture of Harry's daughter, he, as usual, falls in love and convinces Harry to go track her down. Yeah. That one scored a 31% critic and a 35% audience. So it was, again, not as well received.
Lightning in a bottle.
Mm-hmm. Probably because you waited 20 years between films.
That might have a little to do with it.
Yeah. Like if you'd have came out
2, 3, 4 years later.
Yeah, it might have been a bigger success. I don't know. So, Justin, I see you had a couple questions about the film.
It took me many times to catch. There's a lot of subtle lines in this movie that takes a few watches to catch. And one of them that took me a little while to catch was, oh yeah, fell off the jetway again. Again?
Right.
Like, I have so many questions about it.
How did we get here again?
Yeah.
I'm seeing a pattern.
To what context? Like, why? What were the reasons for this happening in the first times?
Right.
Maybe one other time, maybe more. I don't know, but...
So I like that scene where the gate agent is like, "Sir, you can't go in there. It's okay. I'm a limo driver."
And then I like how they just don't even bother stopping him. They're just like, yeah, he'll find out.
He just looks out the window.
Yep.
It's like, oh my God.
Like, the plane had departed so long ago that he was taking the city off.
Yes.
Like, it hadn't just pushed away.
Right. It's not like they just closed the door.
No. Also, I do love the fact that had they hooked up, her name, if they got married, would have been Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is, again, something I didn't notice for a long time.
Right. It's like you don't put, it's like, I get it now.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look her up on Facebook. I mean, I'm kind of curious. Is anyone named Merry Christmas?
I knew a girl in middle and high school named Candy Hart.
Oh.
Huh.
Candace Hart, but...
Well, Candy for short.
I mean, on her locker in 7th grade.
I'd hate
Because she came into the district in 7th grade, so you see everybody's names on their lockers, and it had Candy Hart. I'm like, what?
We have a stripper going here? Like, that's what I think of when I hear a name like that.
You know?
Next on stage 2, Candy Hart.
No, she ended up being a very smart girl.
I'm not saying the stripper is ours.
What are you insinuating?
She just found more appropriate ways to make money.
She had to pay for college, Kevin.
She had to pay for her Sanford Brown.
Right.
God. I guess it's better than Hartford Tech.
My name is on the building.
Hartford Technical Institute.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah.
32 years later.
So I think we both, or actually all three of us, why am I saying both? We all feel it has a pretty good soundtrack.
This is one of my favorite movie soundtracks.
Yes.
It is so deliciously 90s. And there are a few songs that I'm like, yeah. But for the most part, oh my God, I love this soundtrack. And one of my favorite songs on here, little known fact, New Age Girl by Deadeye Dick.
Oh.
Which everyone thinks it's the Mary Moon song, because that's the only line anyone remembers. Yeah.
She's a vegetarian.
Well, you can't find that song on streaming.
Oh.
And haven't been able to for years.
Huh.
Because of
Licensing.
problematic bankruptcies. Plural. So it's caught up in all kinds of different legal things, and it hasn't been legal to be on streaming for so long that the band re-recorded it in 21, I think.
Oh, really? So
And
fairly
that is
recently.
on there.
Okay.
You can find that. And most re-recorded songs, I'm not a fan
Not
of.
the same. Yeah.
This one's actually pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty close. For, almost 30 years later.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty close. I was
So
kind of
better
shocked.
than Head East. Never been any reason.
Yeah.
So original still better, but this one not so bad.
Not so bad.
Okay.
Tolerable for what you can access.
It is.
Well, let me just put on my pirate hat here.
Without the advent of a torrent.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, you can
special
find it
website.
on YouTube, of course.
Oh, yeah. There's,
You can find everything on YouTube.
yeah.
That's true.
And
But if
there
you
are-
want to find it on legit streaming sources, it's
Hey, YouTube's a legit streaming service. You just
have to use
special
special add-ons.
Yeah,
extensions in
other-
your web browser.
and sometimes things come and go, and then they come again, and then they go, and then they.
Yeah, sure.
Things don't stay gone from YouTube necessarily always.
True.
You can manipulate your file a little bit.
Yeah.
I've never done it, but
I know files that have.
I literally would love to do that, but that's work.
Some people do this. I don't do these things.
Oh boy, here we go.
I just
What are you
enjoy
doing with your
everyone
hands?
else doing it.
It wasn't me. I'm not a crook. Oh, wrong present.
Also, that song got banned from a lot of radio stations because nobody wanted to say the name of the band over the air.
I mean, yeah.
It was a good song.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of wanting to hear it again.
Yeah. Another one of those delicious mid-90s songs.
So, me and my wife watched Peaky Blinders earlier this year on Netflix. Great series, by the way. But the opening theme song from that show is Red Right Hand by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Another good song from the soundtrack.
Yes, but I didn't realize that the song was not written for Peaky Blinders because it's in this movie when Lloyd is coming back from the store. I'm like, what?
With the old woman.
Yes, at the mailbox.
Yep.
I'm like, what? No way.
Yeah. I just knew it as that really dark song from Dumb and Dumber for a long time.
Tall, handsome man with the red. I'm like, what? No way.
Yeah.
This song is on Peaky Blinders.
Also kind of blew my mind. I guess I never noticed it before. You could hear Hurdy-Gurdy Man playing in the van in one scene. And I'm like, oh, they have a Donovan. Interesting, they have a Donovan song on here. It wasn't until I was looking at the soundtrack I realized, no, that's not the Donovan original version. It's the Butthole Surfers cover of it.
I did see that in the credits.
Of course. Oh, and then you have the crash test dummies. Yeah. That's another earworm.
That's a good one.
Which, do you know the story about why they hum the chorus? When they wrote the song, they didn't have a chorus. They got all the rest, so he just hummed as a placeholder.
Right.
And then they kind of liked it, so they're like, let's just leave it.
Right.
And so they just left it, so it has no chorus, essentially.
Huh.
That's pretty wild.
It's kind of genius. It works.
Yeah, I always kind of wondered why. I was like, this song's so different.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget what the guy's name is who sings it, who's the main guy, but he did an interview and he was explaining it, and I'm like, wow, I like it even more now.
Yeah. So in the limo, I was surprised that there was such a large airbag. when he rear ends the car.
That didn't look like an airbag.
No, it did not.
That looked like something that the...
You wouldn't have any experience with those
I
recently.
was going to say, it sure didn't look like the one that I experienced.
Oopsie.
Mine looked a little more canvassy.
Oh, yeah.
And there was definitely more powder. Mm-hmm. And smoke and electrical smell. And
Well, it's basically a explosive device going off in your face.
yes,
So,
it's
there's
a nice electrical explosion in your face.
Right.
Yeah.
At least you didn't walk out of it with a broken nose.
Didn't walk out with a broken...
anything, but still hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still feeling a little of that. Yeah, that... But I also like how he recovers very quickly and like plays it off and just waves like, hi!
Right.
You can't park here.
That's one of my favorite memes.
Yes. Lloyd spraying Beth's breath spray away from his mouth.
I went through a phase when I was a kid where I had to have the spray mint stuff because of this movie.
Okay.
And I can tell you, trying to spray it out the side, that's a little more challenging than it looks. I end up spraying my cheek more times than I could count.
Nice.
And then when you actually use it, yeah, that it doesn't last very long.
Yeah. That's why you don't really see a lot of breath sprays these days, I don't think.
I was actually
I don't pay
thinking
attention, but
I can't remember the last time I saw one.
Well, between that and any possible safety issue, we'll say with traveling or flying.
yeah, as long as it's small enough. Shows were always kind of small.
They
Kind of the size of a
were small.
chapstick.
Yeah,
A lot of times, maybe a little taller.
which is why they didn't last very long.
Right.
You get like 3 sprays out of them.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
What is this, a bag of chips?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we previously talked about Bo Derek in our Tommy Boy episode.
She's like a 10.
Right. And in this movie, she is a 10 because she's on a wall in their apartment.
Her famous photo from 10.
Yep. Running on the beach.
Yep. It's about the only thing they have besides worms.
Yep.
Their poster and and the parakeet.
Yep.
The worm
An
farm. They don't have worms.
That's yes.
An empty parakeet cage.
Oopsie.
After a certain point.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty bird.
I will say the gas prices were kind of nice in this film.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I had to do a double take when I saw that.
Diesel was $1.09. I think I saw in a deleted scene that regular was like $1.11. Yeah.
I had to throw in the conversion.
Yep. Cars and conversions.
Yep. Yep.
So what would that be in 2025?
Oh, that would be $2.39, which
Would still be good.
almost quite paid at our old friend Costco.
Yeah.
About $2.55
Yeah.
last night or the night before.
Yeah. Down by us, it's more in the 280s.
Oh,
So you got to use discount apps like Fuel Forward for Phillips 66 to get like 13 cents off a gallon.
I mean, I like exclusively fill up at Costco because I drive that much.
fair.
So,
Because you never go there.
right, I never go to Costco, and I
Never.
always drive
Yep.
every day
Every day.
to work.
Right.
7, 8, however many states it is away.
Yeah. There's a flow reference from Alice, Polly Holiday, again, which she keeps being mentioned in a lot of our films these days.
When I was a kid, I did not get that reference.
Right.
It wasn't until finally I saw some Nick at Night things, and I'm like, wait, Flo, is that... I wonder if that's like from Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, it was.
Here I hear Flo, and I think the freaking Progressive commercials.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have the kick his ass Seabass line during the diner scene.
which
How
one
many
of the most
times did
oft-quoted-
you say that
Oh yeah,
growing up? I know
a lot.
we did.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said on that. Obviously, the scene with Harland Williams as the state trooper is going to be one of the most memorable scenes from the film.
pull over. No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
Because Lloyd had to take a leak.
What are you, a camel?
Right. Because he needed multiple bottles.
It's you.
The Kano fatality move at the kind of restaurant imaginary fight or whatever.
Yeah, the dream sequence.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that.
rips his beating heart out.
Surprisingly violent and gory
Yeah.
for a short bit.
Wah!
Nice Bruce Lee
Yeah.
imitation there for a minute.
Against another one of those guys.
Yeah.
Because he's the guy that was in Batman, wasn't he? As a henchman of the Joker?
I think so.
Because he looks like him.
I think so. Because, yeah, anytime I've seen him, he's always like a henchman.
Mm-hmm. And drinking a lot of Coors Light in this film.
I also noticed that.
This one's on me.
Yippee! So, I had a cordless phone like the one that was being used in the phone booth scene with Joe the Hitman.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's the beige one.
With the
Minus-
little antenna that you pull up.
Yep, the metal antenna.
Yeah, I think ours was the off-white.
Yeah.
Off-white, and it was like off-white with
Kind
gray.
of a beige, yeah. A grayish.
It was like an off-white on top and gray on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I wonder who made those.
I don't know. They were typically branded like Southwestern Bell or
Oh,
AT&T.
yeah.
I don't know which company actually made them, but then J.P. Shea, have to squeeze the lemon. It's a good line. Then, as we mentioned before, Seabass's second scene in the gas station bathroom after Lloyd realizes what day it is and what the messages on the bathroom walls are saying.
I like the music cue, too.
Yes.
Very Twilight Zone-esque.
Yes.
And a sudden realization on his face.
Which I believe that was actually used in Twilight Zone. I think an episode from
Oh.
61, I think.
I think so.
Let's see, what else? One of my favorite quotes. I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this. I was thinking the same thing, that John Denver's full of shit, man. When they were in Nebraska driving before realizing that they were in Nebraska.
And I love that shot, too.
Mm-hmm.
Over their shoulders, looking out on the flat.
Pretty flat. No snow, no mountains, no nothing.
And clearly it's all 80 yard in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. That was a great shot.
Yeah, I mean, even if you get to that eastern Colorado, it's kind of like that. It's pretty flat.
Still an extension of Kansas.
Yeah. Wish we had a bullet train through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the fundraising event, Harry says to Mary, "Nice set of hooters you got there." I beg your pardon? Owls, they're beautiful. That's good.
Not to be kind of like young Frankenstein with the set of knockers.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
And they did show the current affair show whenever they were talking about the parakeet, the bird, the blind boy.
Thought he was really quiet.
I used to enjoy that show in school.
What kind of sick people would do something like this? Yeah. Well, one of them you're going to hang out with.
I like you a lot. He sounded very Forrest Gumpish when he delivered that line.
I like you, Barry. I like you a lot. What's the chances of a guy like you and a girl like me?
1,000,000 to 1. 1 in a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yep. Yep. I think that's probably one of the most quoted lines.
That's another
film.
big one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I did like Lloyd, the way he was just cowering in the corner of the bathroom stall after almost getting raped and killed by sea bass. But Harry saves the day by catching his pants leg on fire.
Accidentally.
Yeah. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
What was the one thing that Beth says that her therapist or something tells her she should stay away from accident-prone men? And he's like, oh, yeah, well, the thing is, and he leans on the mirror and it falls off.
It just breaks right off.
I mean, that was perfect timing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was good. All right, Brad, what do you got here for some of your notes?
Oh, a couple cars, if you can imagine. What? So, first one that started off, because, again, so what happens, right? I'm just watching the movie, and
Yep.
Stretch limo. Who cares what it is? It's a limo.
Right.
Well, and then I'm like, oh, but who made it? I'm curious. It's a weird thing to look up, but I'm curious. So the first one is the limo he's driving at the beginning is the 1987 Cadillac Brigham stretched limo. So just a Brigham that's stretched.
Right.
Hence
Usually
the
you do see a lot of stretch limos that are Cadillacs. I guess that was just a big thing.
Yeah, those, I guess GM kind of did quite a few of them there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say there's at least one or two Fords that they might not be as big or long, but
Wait a second. What kind of podcast is this?
well, it's already talking about Dumb and Dumber, but the Mutt Cuts Mobile was a 1984, speaking of Ford, Econoline, which,
84 Sheepdog. I love that.
Oh, yes.
Driving
It's
an 84 sheepdog.
yes.
That is his reaction to it. Like, I don't even want to say this.
When they were
So how do you know it's an 84 if it's just a dog?
Well, you can't see.
You can't really tell.
Yeah.
It's a van. That's about
It did not occur to me at the time, but loved the line. Had to throw that in there as well.
It's kind of like when car companies they're testing their cars, but they got them all wrapped up in those
In the goofy prints and stuff.
So you can't see the differences between the 25 versus the 26 models.
My dad has this theory. I don't know if you guys have thought of this. He's like, oh, you should have a chameleon car, so if you get pulled over, they don't know what color it is. So they write the wrong color, and you can get out of your ticket. I'm like, I don't think it works like that.
Right.
I like what you're thinking.
Right.
I just don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah.
And you're better off getting something that can change your plate.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rotating license plate.
When they were happening through the airport, because I've had a couple flights here and there, I was looking at the monitors and happened to find a St. Louis flight. Apparently it was flight 936 to gate D5 for 811, but then it said 811 to 932, and I'm like, wait, so does that mean it's delayed? So I don't know. Thought about it there for a minute, because the rest of them would be like delayed, on time. They'd have other things going on, but then that actually had a time on it. It's like, okay, it's either delayed or it's in the process of happening, and that's when that's supposed to be there. Right. I wasn't sure, but I thought that was interesting. Let's see, the 25 of extra money that they had for the road trip, right? Yeah. So that'd be about $55 in today's money. So they were talking about what money they had or what they got to, go on this little trip or stint. And they sold off a few things, and they're like, oh, $25.
Including a parakeet.
Including a dead parakeet.
Yep.
We mentioned the kick his ass sea bass, which, again, endlessly quotable as a kid. And yes, I also noticed lots of Coors Light, as that happens to be a staple around these parts.
Product placement.
I guess would also make sense if they're in Colorado.
Yeah, you know, that makes even more sense.
Had not thought of that till just now.
Nope. But the product placement was there.
Mm-hmm.
Very prominent, but not too distracting.
Correct.
Now, I wrote down the John Deere as in
tractor.
Yeah, as in tractor versus the Dear John letter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it down. I forgot. I remember now because you started laughing.
It cracks me up.
But yes, the John Deere letter in quotations versus the Dear John letter.
Yep.
Do you remember as a kid, like, you'd be passing through, you'd be on a bus, you'd be road trip, and you'd look at a semi and you'd start pulling the cord?
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while, one out of maybe 20, 30, one would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Those were fun. I don't know if that was made popular or more popular by this movie.
I don't think it ever stopped, honestly.
I don't think so.
People still do it.
Yep.
There was a kid, whenever I went to college, who every day would stand on the bridge over the interstate, and you'd see him. Anytime a truck would come, he would do that, and he would get a fair amount to do it back. 20 years later, that dude's still out there doing it.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I still see him occasionally.
Oh, it's the
Over
African-American
44.
guy, yeah.
Oh!
He still
Yeah.
does that.
Yes!
Still does it.
Not far from the overpass where the train station is by Webster Grove.
Yeah.
It's Webster. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this dude was doing it 20 years ago, still doing it now.
He still does it. That's right.
Yeah.
He was on the news a couple years ago. A few years ago about that, yeah. Or in the paper, one of the two.
'Cause I remember,
He wasn't throwing rocks, was he?
No, he wasn't that guy.
Nope. And he always, like, he doesn't, like, go back and forth. He would always stand on that same side of the bridge and always just patiently wait.
Heading towards St. Louis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
He's got special mental needs, from my understanding.
That
Yes.
was my understanding, too.
I want to say wears a blue jacket. I could be wrong on that.
It depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
The weather.
When they first get into Aspen, I did notice a 92 Mitsubishi Eclipse Gen 1.
Zoom, zoom.
So, you know, for you Plymouth Laser or Talon Eagles.
Eagle Talon.
Yep. Eagle Talons. Yeah, that was a all shared platform. And of course, I mean, the star of the show,
yeah.
the 91 Lamborghini Diablo. Come on. I mean,
It's the 90s. You got to have a Diablo.
one of, at the time, one of the fastest cars in the world.
Yeah.
0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, top speed of 202. The top speed is actually still pretty impressive today.
Yes.
It was only a 5.7 liter, but it was a V12.
Right.
So about 4 more cylinders than you're used to being in a 5.7 liter. The car was supplied by, looks like Lamborghini, out of Golden, Colorado.
Yeah, I think it's Emic or
Emic. Yeah. And that has since been shut down.
Yeah, that's what I'd seen. I'm like,
Bummer, man.
Yeah.
I was reading at one point that Jim Carrey may have owned that car.
yeah, I don't know if that's true, but
Yeah, I didn't put it in here because I didn't dive too far into that. I was like, maybe, I don't know. I can't, for some reason, I can't see him driving a Lamborghini.
I could
but,
see him being able to afford it.
Right.
This film.
Even after just this film, sure, but that's not to say the films before and after, too. So,
Yeah.
But anyhow, let's see, a few more quotes. Oh, look at those fun bags on that hose hound.
Which comes right after them. We can be classy. We can be gentlemen. We can... And then it shifts right into them.
And then right after that, it's, I'd like to eat her liver with some fava beans and a nice bottle of Chianti. Quite timely.
Yeah, because, that was only a couple years earlier.
I should have put more behind this. Clearly,
I think
my notes weren't.
I think he was talking to the FBI agent at this point.
Yeah, but it was the bulldog mixed with the Shih Tzu comment.
Yeah.
That was talking with Mary about the mating, about how he bred them.
That's right. Yep.
Oh, any unusual breedings? No, mostly just doggy style.
Oh, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, we called it bullshit."
Yeah.
And then he just busts out laughing.
Yeah. She's like, "Wow, that's weird." I said, yeah, we called it a bullshit.
Of course, the famous puking meme that he does outside. Yeah, the dry heaving puking meme that, again, almost used daily. Mm-hmm. And then, so you're telling me there's a chance, of course, we've covered. Oh, the $275,000 for the Lamborghini in '94 would be about $600K today, so that about checks out.
Yeah.
For 2025 for your Lamborghini. Yeah, because, I mean, I'm trying to sit here and think. Like a Super Veloce, which is like generally towards the end of the life cycle of a Lamborghini, they just throw all the bells and whistles in. They make it as loud and crazy looking as possible, and of course the price tag goes up, but sometimes those get into like the millions. So really, I would say this is pretty on par with that $600K today. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could get some for $4. I say $4 as if it's like $10.
Like it's attainable.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance. And then the cop car I found was interesting, because this is not a cop car that you generally would see, especially in the 90s.
No.
A 93 Saab 9000 CS.
Yeah, it doesn't.
The only reason I'm thinking that may have been a thing was just due to Colorado and needing probably some kind of all-wheel drive. Just thinking out loud.
Possibly.
But yeah, what a weird cop car.
Yeah, that's not...
It's like going to New York and seeing some of them that are like a Nissan Altima or a Prius, and you're like, what are you catching with that?
Right.
Of course, I guess in gridlock, everything.
Yeah.
So nothing on the bus with the Hawaiian Tropic girls that were on at the...
I think buses are out of my element.
Okay.
But what a scene.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually this way.
Right.
You'll have to excuse my friend.
He's an idiot.
Right. Yeah. Gosh, just imagine a couple guys going on a bus and having the time of their lives with those two, with all those ladies. Rubbing oil and...
Don't worry. Our day will come too.
You know, Lloyd could have done something with Mary and dropped another line. You know, at the airport, he could have said, you know, until we meet again. You know, he could have done that, like the famous or infamous, was it Isaac Wells does those Skeletor memes.
And then he run away.
Yeah. Until we meet again.
Yeah.
No, could have dropped a line like that in there, I thought.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, what are things you got in your notes here?
So another little detail that I guess I missed before is how the opening credits are misspelled.
Yes.
Oh, they are.
Which, yeah. And not like one or two, like all of them.
I was reading about that, and I think they wanted to help imply that these guys are idiots.
Yeah, it's a nice way to start it off.
Yeah. Works out great. Misspelling everything.
Them words were looking funny.
Yeah. Yep, that isn't the alcohol talking. Those are actually misspelled.
How did you know I was drinking?
How did you know I was too?
Maybe it was the poor notes.
Also, I never noticed that Todd Rundgren was in charge of the music. The Todd Rundgren, the 70s, well, most known in the 70s.
Right.
But he has a song on the soundtrack, probably one of his most famous, Can We Still Be Friends, one that plays near the end. That was another, kind of blew me away, and kind of another reason I enjoy the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Some of the other subtle little things that, like, I do like a dumb movie that's actually smart with how subtle some of the jokes are, like the Salmon of Capistrano. It's the Swallows of Capistrano. Or talk about the French when talking about Aspen. They have no idea where clearly Aspen is. Or the subtle line, which took me many views to catch, about, oh, they have the monkeys. Yeah, here they're a major influence on the Beatles.
No, quite the opposite.
Yeah, it's quite the opposite. And I, for years, meant to look up about the whole Dine and Dash thing, about getting Seabass to pick up the tab. Because he said, oh, yeah, I saw it on a movie once. And, no, they catch up with him about a half mile down the road and slit his throat. It was really good. I always meant to look up, like, was that actually in a movie, or is he just making that up? And I found a potential one, maybe, in the late 70s, but for sure it happens in Something Wild, which stars Jeff Daniels. Which is kind of funny.
So it has to be that one.
Which has to be that one.
Right.
And I am embarrassed to say I've actually never watched Something Wild.
Huh. I don't think I have.
Parts of it, but I've never actually watched. So I looked up that scene, and I mean, it's kind of close. He does kind of scam a guy into picking up his tab. And he fools the guy into saying he's going to pick up the tab, and then he goes over and he says, he basically robs the guy in front of cops. And is like, you know what, just say there's no hard feelings. I'm going to pick up the tab for you. So he goes over, see him at the counter. He waves. The guy's like, and then he leaves. And then right after that, the waitress comes over, hands him the bill, and says, he said you were going to take care of this, after he's robbed the guy of his wallet and everything. So it has to be that movie they're referencing. There's two dream sequences in here, but the second one is probably the best, with the whole like truck headlights at the end. Yeah, the look on his face. Oh, hooray! And then very confused as to why there's headlights.
And are they like flashing?
Yes.
Because he's like nodding off.
Yeah. Which I've been on a few road trips and driven pretty late at night a few times, and I can tell you definitely start to hallucinate.
Oh, yeah.
At a certain point. One time I thought I saw a mass migration of frogs across the highway. It was the stripes of the paint. But I hadn't slept for about 36 hours, and this is like, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning, something. I don't know.
Should not have been behind the wheel.
I should not have been, and I was by myself, and I'm...
even better.
Yeah, I'm driving. I can tell you, I was on 55 going through Arnold, where it's, real wide, and I'm by myself, no other cars on the road, and I'm just seeing these lines. I'm like, look at all these frogs. So I totally understand why he would see something like that. That, yeah. Another great line that I do quote all the time is, she gave me a bunch of crap about me not paying attention to her enough or something. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention.
Which is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I love the realization at the end about, like, oh, Harry's got the gun and he saves us and hooray. What if he shot you in the face? Right. And it never dawned on him, like, Whoa, what would have happened?
Right.
It was a risk we were willing to take.
Yeah. And clearly, he's got an earpiece, so they're listening into everything. So they're hearing the shots going, but they don't break in immediately.
Right, they just wait.
They wait, which it took me many viewings to kind of wait, do they think of him as very expendable?
Seems that way.
Because, they're not in a rush to save him.
You could say he had dumb luck.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber look.
Quite a bit. Yeah, for a dumb movie, I think this movie's a lot smarter than it has the reputation of.
Yeah, it's not just dumb. There's nice things to look at and think about. It's like, I see what you're doing there.
Yep, there's a lot of subtle references. There's a lot of plays on words. Yeah.
I think a good comedy does both anyway. So I think that just is a testament to the quality of it.
And the more times you watch it, the
more you catch.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some movies are like that with like details. I always go back to Back to the Future with that one.
Oh gosh, yes.
But like whenever it's like words, like dialogue, the more references you can catch out of
And the more things you often question.
yeah.
You're like, wait a second.
I just want to know how their gas money held out.
Yeah. Because they didn't have much, and they're rolling in that big old Econoline van.
And you know it's got great
Gas.
mileage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not only just great mileage, but big old tank.
Yeah. Especially the drag from the outfit.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah, it's very sleek, you know.
Yeah.
Should have shaved it.
Right. Should have groomed it.
Yeah. Yeah, on second thought, you might want to run a comb through their fur.
Nope. Definitely a classic. If you haven't seen it, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Yep.
You must really hate Jim Carrey. And you must really hate comedy films.
Or maybe you're just younger.
Yeah, could very well be. I mean, we don't know how young our listeners are. Never know. But I definitely recommend watching it. 31 years old.
Yeah.
Almost. In about a month.
Elderly.
Yep. That's how it feels. No, that's pretty much it for this episode. Hope everybody's enjoyed it. Hope everybody goes back and checks out some of our other episodes that we have kind of referenced throughout this one. But we have more fun things coming. And again, thank you to Stark Roofing, M&J Creations, Granite Pros. I'll get it right one of these days. They're new, but welcome. And Terry Ann Photography, which said her business is in the process of changing. She's also doing doula services. Yeah, along with the photography. It's like two birds, one stone thing. It's kind of good stuff. T-shirts link is in the show notes, as well as links to all of our other sponsors. And we are always inviting your feedback. Contact at backtothepastpod.com and on socials. Subscribe and share. But that does it. And we will talk to you next time when we get back from the past.
Welcome to the Back to the Past podcast.
The Lion's Den Podcast Network, powered by Stark Roofing. With over 45 years of experience in the roofing and exteriors industry, Stark Roofing is a local, family-owned and operated company that provides excellent customer service and workmanship. Let's Start Roofing. Bring your home back to life. You can give them a call at 636-671-0045 and tell them Spanky sent you. Stark Roofing, proud title sponsor of the Lion's Den Podcast Network and this amazing podcast presentation.